Well, good morning. Sam and I are back again for another morning walk, and this is going to be one of the toughest ones because this is the worst my body has felt since all I've been putting it through. And also it's an extremely warm October day, extremely humid because it rained all night, and every joint in my body is saying no. I've been going now for, let's see, about a half mile, just under a half mile. And it got to the point where I could finally feel like I could come and talk to you without just groaning. But I've noticed that as I press on and keep walking through the pain, the better it starts to feel. The only thing I can say is all those weeks of sleeping on that crappy bed have got me needing to see a chiropractor. Because my lower back feels like it's got a nail stuck in the right-hand side of it. My upper back is all tight. I got tennis elbow going on. And I don't play tennis. Now there's a sport that'll get your blood flowing right there. I did play tennis when I was younger for a little while, thinking that would be a good way to get some exercise. And of course it would have been a good way to get some exercise. I just didn't stick with it. It's sticking with it that's so important. And even when you wake up and you don't feel like going for your walk, even when you get out a little late, find some time during the day to make it up. I got up late this morning, but I can blame that a little bit on the fact that I only get a little bit of internet in the middle of the night, and I wake up at 1:30 like I did this morning, and then I'm up for 2 to 3 more hours, and I go back to sleep. It's going to be a little harder to wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But it's important just to get out there and push through and get that exercise done. Oh, the past couple of days too. Katie and I went to Save-A-Lot because she hadn't been there before, and I was like, hey, check it out. You might like it too because it's a little bit like Aldi. It's got some low prices on things, but Aldi at least has the grass-fed, grass-finished steaks that I shared in a video about a month ago or so that are really delicious and still keep my body very happy. They don't taste as good as the ones from Moe's. I mean, I've never had anything like the steak from Moe's. The meat from Moe's is just blows my mind. Big Moe's cattle. And yeah, we went to Save-A-Lot though, and they had their T-bones on special for $4.99 a pound. I said, I gotta give it a try. $4.99 a pound's pretty tough to beat. I'm out of steaks. I'll go ahead and get some of these T-bones and give them a shot. And I noticed after the first night, I woke up, my guts weren't feeling like they have been. Like they were going back to the old way of thinking. And I didn't really care for that, but I went ahead and finished off. I had like 3 packs of those steaks, and I wound up eating about 70% of them because Katie doesn't eat as much as I do. And I have just noticed since having those primarily that I have been, my stomach has not been happy these past couple of days. So I'm glad those are done with because I got some more grass-fed steaks that I got from Aldi. And I also have the rest of the Warrior Burger and the rest of the hamburger meat from Big Moe's cattle. And it is just unbelievably good. But I also have some chuck roasts left. So we're gonna keep pressing on with what we got. And hopefully I can get in a new order because I'm addicted. Big Moe's cows are fantastic. Now, I live in an area where there are a lot of cattle, so I might be able to find something closer. I'm gonna have to look into that, but not having internet regularly really makes it hard. But we'll get back on track with that just as soon as we can get Comcast to get their ass out here and hook up my internet. One of the hardest things I've found to do is maintain consistency when life keeps throwing you curveballs. And that's why even when you don't feel like it, you just got to get up and make it happen. If you're used to walking 3 miles and one day you don't feel like walking at all, at least get a mile in. If you're used to walking a mile, at least get a half mile in. Don't let your body get to where it's gonna dominate your where your body's gonna override your desire to get the exercise that you know your body needs. Here's a quick video from the end of my walk. Had to break in and tell you, even though I was talking about doing what you could, you know, this past week I feel like I've been cutting myself short, only doing 2 miles or so at a time, because I've been trying to keep it at 3, and my body was begging me to turn around after the first mile. I said, nope, we're gonna press on. And on top of that, on the way back, I said, all right, Sam, we averaged 19 minutes a mile on the way there. We need to do a lot better than that on the way back. And I got my average down to 17.36 for the whole trip. So, well, I'm gonna tell you, sometimes your body is gonna throw you a curve and it's gonna try to tell you what to do. Well, I say just bring that sucker into submission and make it do what you wanna do. Because I feel so much better after having done that. Just had to add that. Here's the end of the video. Especially if you're working any type of job that requires a lot of your body, you want to make sure that you stay in shape. I know I do. It has been a wonderful journey getting this body where I like it to be. I don't want to get off this road. It's not even about the destination anymore. It's about enjoying the ride. And I want you to be able to enjoy the ride. So on those days when you don't feel like getting up and going, just watch this video. And remember that my back is screaming, my right arm is screaming. My legs don't want to put one foot in front of the other, but yet here I am pressing on. You can press on. You can get through. Life's not going to take it easy just because you're having a rough day. You might as well get out there and overcome. That being said, get out there and overcome. And I'll see you tomorrow.